What's up YouTube? Today we are going to be making a driver's side loom cover for our wheel arch. So I've got my car all jacked up here. I didn't film it because I didn't think you guys would want to see the pain and struggle I have to go to get my car off the ground seeing it's so low. But I found this piece of sheet metal at work, took it. So we're going to be making a cover for in here. As you can just see in the camera there, my car's a bit low, rubs up the top here and along here. So I'm basically going to be trying to make something to cover this piece of my loom so I don't rub through it. I haven't done this before, so this is going to be a bit of a hit and miss, so you guys are coming along for the ride. But basically I'm just going to use a piece of cardboard, put it in there, cut it till it looks like it fits, trace it onto my piece of metal, cut out the piece of metal to the shape. So, you know, put my piece of cardboard on, cut out the shape, and then, yeah, find a way to attach it nicely in there. Probably paint it black too, because, I mean, don't want that ugly piece of shit in there. It's not going to look very good when I go for warrants and stuff like that, so paint it, put it in, and see how she works. So I've just cut out a piece of cardboard, got it here, and now if I lift this up, you guys can see a bit better what I'm talking about. So here's obviously where my wheel rubs because my car's too low. So people telling me I need to lower my car more. I can't. When I say I can't, I actually can't. You can't cut these in New Zealand and get a waff. That would need to be certified, and I need to do tubs, and this car's already certified, and it's just, yeah, nah, sorry. So basically, just trying to hold this cardboard in here for you guys. So basically I'm just going to make a piece of metal that's about yay big. Obviously I want it to be nice and flush with this here. Sort of gonna get some scissors and sort of cut it out, and then, like I was saying, take this over here, trace it onto a piece of steel. I'll probably use a grinder or something to cut it, file down all my edges so I don't get cut the tire too much, paint it black, and we'll find a way to put it in. So I've traced my cardboard onto the piece of metal. This is basically what it looks like. This here is a fold line, so I've marked that out so I know where to fold. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible just because I don't really have the tools and equipment to make a real elaborate design, and I think if I keep it simple then it'll be easier for you guys at home to copy as well if you guys need to do this, and you should be able to apply it to an S13, S14, S15. Just basically put your cardboard in, copy it. So now I'm just going to find a way to cut this. I'm going to try use a grinder first. If that doesn't work, then I'll use a hacksaw. It's going to take way longer. Grinder should work, it's just probably not going to cut very clean. So yeah, I'll get to that and then we'll test fit it in the car. So the grinder worked. Managed to cut out my shape here for the template. I'll just show you that now. So excuse my horrible cuts, but got our tab there for the fold. Bit of a mishaps with the old grinder. Averagely straight line, but I'm sure we'll be able to make it work. So now that we've cut out our piece of metal, we're going to go around and file all our edges again. The file, to make sure they're not sharp so we don't cut ourselves or cut the tyre. I'm going to use my vise and push down on this line, obviously making sure that it is square, to get this fold nice and square to put up and along the chassis rail along the edge there, and then drill a couple holes in it, and then I'll probably just use Tech screws or something along here, just self tappers to so I've bent my piece of sheet metal here. I've got this edge up as you can see, and then I actually, well, sorry, I'll just explain to you how I actually did it. So I put it in the vise, I had it folded down, and then I sort of just use my hammer and tap the edge square, as you can see along there. So now I've got a nice square edge, Then I actually sat this on top of the wheel, and I kind of used that as a guideline with my hammer to sort of round out this plate. And if I can put this up in here, now you can see that this plate fits nicely, goes up against that chassis line there, and it hides that piece of the loom that we're having problems with the wheel hitting. So yeah, just gonna mark a few holes now to drill it, then we'll test fit it, and then we'll paint it. So as you guys can see now, I've drilled some holes here and here. So I'm just gonna place this inside here, basically like so, and then use my vivid with the holes and just mark where the self-tappers are going to go, and then just drill some small guideline holes for the self-tappers to go through. We'll mock it up, and then we'll pull it back out and we'll paint it black so it's not that ugly sheet metal colour. So this is what I've got so far. I've got 2 screws in there. It's not the prettiest, but no one's going to see it. And then this is where my plate stops. I have the problem at the moment that I need to find a way to sort of secure this more. And don't really want to put a screw in the top here. So I need to figure out a way to secure this a bit better. Maybe I might pull this off, clean it, and then double-sided tape along there and just use these 2 screws to hold it in there and see how she comes out. So I've decided that I am just going to use the double-sided tape and those 2 bolt holes just to hold this up. It is going to work. So I've just scotched down my piece of plate now. Then I've cleaned it with brake clean, and I'm going to hit it with my etch primer just like we did with my intake pipe, and then we're just going to spray it with that same black. Then I'll put my double-sided tape on the inside. We'll clean that chassis rail so it's got a good piece of, the tape's got some good clean piece to it, heads to, and then we'll stick it in there, put the 2 screws in, and then I'll drive it around, and in the next video I'll let you know how it's going. We'll see if it's rattling or making any noises that it shouldn't be, and yeah, if it's actually doing its job. So I'll paint it now, and then we'll install it. There she is, all black. So we'll let that dry now, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put her under here. I've already got a layer of double-sided tape on. I'm going to put a layer on the shield itself, and then hopefully that'll get it really adhesed, and also give it a bit of sponging there so it doesn't rattle. But yeah, we'll chuck it in. I'll take it for a drive once I've got the wheels back on, and we'll see how it goes. Here she is, all black, double-sided tape on the inside. So just gonna stick it up on the inside of the guard now, and yeah, put the screws back in, put the wheel on, get her down because she's sitting up right now, and take it for a test drive and see how she is. So I actually just decided that, you know what, fuck it, tick screws was a stupid idea, and I've pop riveted it. So I've got the 3 pop rivets there, as you can see. These are good because they're going to hold it steady, and like you can hear it doesn't rattle. And if I want to ever remove this to get that loom out, I can just drill them out, and it's going to protect that piece of loom that was rubbing. I shouldn't really have any problems than what I've already got with this, because I mean it's pretty flush. But yeah, I'm just going to touch up the paint, the black paint now, and we'll show you what it comes out like once I've done that. So we've got it all tidied up with the paint. So I'm just going to tidy up the mess I've made in the garage, and then chuck the wheel on, get it down on the ground, and we'll take it for a drive and see if it makes any weird noises. And yeah, good little protection for your loom. You should be able to do this on S13 and S14 and S15. So yeah, hope this video helped you guys out. Here she is. She's a bit cuzzy. You guys could probably do it a bit better, but it'll do the job. Just taking my car for a quick drive now. Seems to be all good, eh? No rattling noises from the plate. The car's idling a bit high right now because it's cold, but yeah, so far so good. A bit of a flutter for you guys, seeing as I forgot it last time. So yeah, pretty stoked with how it came out. Oh, that exhaust rattle needs to get fixed though, but yeah, plate works good. Turbo flutter, good. So intake pipe works good. Yeah, stoked. So hope that video there helps you guys out with making a shield for protecting your loom if you're trying to be a lowboi like me. And you know, like, comment, share, subscribe, because that really helps me out. So I'm helping you guys, you help me, and we're all happy. See you in the next one.